Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine, staying home and staying safe. This is Nilesh Patil sir and I am recording this lecture for my dear students of Perfect Coaching classes. In today's session friends, I am going to explain unit 1.3 of your English textbook, and the name of the lesson is On Wings of Courage. Some of you might have read this lesson. This is an informative text in which you will read about Arjan Singh, the Marshal of the Air Force, the only officer of the Indian Air Force who has been given the rank of 5-star officer. So without wasting our time, friends, let us study the lesson. Let us get to know the word meanings. Let us get to know the information. I request you people to keep a notebook handy so that you people can note down the word meanings as I explain. Now, friends, as I told you, Arjan Singh was Marshal of the Air Force and the only officer who is called a Marshal of the Air Force. Here he is described as an icon of India's military history. Then there must be reason behind this. Friends, Arjan Singh played a very important role in the success of India in the 1965 Indo-Pak War. Now, during this time, Arjan Singh was the chief of the air staff and he led the Indian Air Force to victory in the war, and therefore he is perfectly described as a war hero. Now friends, here you can see a fearless and exceptional pilot. The description is for none other than Arjan Singh. Um, as I told you, he was the only officer who attained the highest post of Marshal of the Air Force, which is similar to, I already told you, which is equivalent to, which simply means similar to Army's 5-star Field Marshal. Okay, and here he is described as a fearless and exceptional pilot, and it is quite surprising that he had flown more than 60 different types of aircrafts. So friends, you please try to understand, when something becomes your passion, then and then only you can do an exceptional work in that particular field. So for Arjan Singh, flying aircraft was a passion, and he served the Indian Air Force, and even before Indian Air Force he served the Royal Indian Air Force, that is the British Indian Air Force. Now we will talk about his role in the pre-independence era too. Now, one more phrase to describe Arjan Singh, the epitome of military leadership. Children, I have intentionally given these titles to these slides. Every year when I teach this lesson to students, I first make them read the lesson. I ask them to find some phrases that describe Arjan Singh, and students very readily read the lesson and they tell me, sir, he was an icon of military leadership, he was exceptional, fearless and exceptional pilot, he was the epitome of military leadership. Now let us try to understand the meaning of the word epitome. Friends, I request you people to note down the meanings that I am telling you with these slides. Epitome simply means a perfect example. You can see here, I'm sorry, I have not noted. Yeah, here I have noted the meaning of epitome. A perfect example. So he was a personification, you may say, of military leadership. And these are the words of Kapil Kak. You can see here, Kapil Kak, he was vice chief of IAF. So he described him as an epitome of military leadership in classical sense. So friends, Kapil Kak says it is not surprising that he was given this honor, this great honor of being the Marshal of the Air Force, because his contribution was great. Now, even before that, we are told that he transformed IF into a potent force. The word potent simply means powerful and effective force in the world. You see, Indian Air Force is the biggest, fourth biggest air force in the world, and his contribution, Arjan Singh's contribution in transforming IAF is monumental. That is of great importance. So because of his contribution in transforming IF, because of his contribution in winning the war, we are told here that he had received this great rank, and that was not surprising. That's what Kapil Kak said. Now friends, here is a piece of information. Arjan Singh was given or was honored with this rank of Air Force Marshal in 2002 on a Republic Day. And you people can see here in this photo, you can see Arjan Singh being honored by K.R. Narayan, the then Prime Minister, not Prime Minister, the then President of India. Friends, there are two officers who have received a similar rank. Their names are given here. The first one is Sam Hormuzji, Framji, Jamshedji Manekshaw. You can see here I am highlighting it. You can call him in short Sam Manekshaw, and KM Kariappa. You might have heard, some of you might have heard the name of KM Kariappa. He was the first army general. So these are the two officers who have received a similar rank. Now you people can try to recall that word I used for similar in the previous slide. Are you able to recall? Yes, you are right. Equivalent. That is similar to. So the rank similar to the field marshal. That is the 5-star officer in army. So there are only two officers apart from Arjan Singh who have received such a great honor. Now friends, here is a piece of information. Singh was known as a man of few words. Now whom do we call a man or woman of few words? The person who speaks less. So he was known as a man of few words, who spoke less. He was a fearless pilot, no doubt about it. But he also had deep knowledge, profound knowledge of air power, and he applied his knowledge in the wide spectrum of area. Now, wide spectrum simply means wide fields of area. And I told you the meaning of profound, that simply means deep knowledge. Singh had assiduously led the IF during 1965 war. Now this word assiduously is an adverb which simply describes his action. In what manner did Singh lead IF? In working very hard and showing careful attention to details. That simply means very carefully, with complete attention, focus, dedication. Singh led the IF during this war and denied success to Pakistani Air Force. The word deny, you people might have known this word, but let me tell you, deny simply means to reject. So it is a figurative way of saying that we defeated Pakistan. In other words, we defeated Pakistan. We denied success to Pakistan simply means what? We defeated Pakistan. And let me tell you, at that time, Pakistan was better equipped with American support. Now, what does it mean? It was equipped with, that it had better equipments. You may say it was in a better position than India. How? Because Pakistan had the advanced technology that was provided to them by the Americans, right? At such time, Arjan Singh led India to victory. And Kapil Kak rightly said that it was the most outstanding contribution of Arjan Singh, right? Now friends, here you can see in this photo, Arjan Singh sitting in front of the Defense Minister of India, the then Defense Minister of India, Yashwantrao Chauhan. YB Chauhan, by the way, you people might know, was the first Chief Minister of Maharashtra. But during 1965, he was the Defense Minister of India, and he commended his role. He commended Arjan Singh. In his words, you can see, which are quoted here. By the way, the meaning of the word commend simply means to praise. So in what words did Yashwantrao Chauhan praise Arjan Singh? He said, Air Marshal Arjan Singh is a jewel of a person. Now this is again a phrase that describes Arjan Singh. You will find many such phrases. A jewel of a person. Whom do we call a jewel of a person? Or a similar phrase I remember is a gem of a person, a very fine person, right? He is quite efficient and firm. says YB Chauhan. He is quite efficient, that means effective, and firm. Unexcitable, that is calm, but very able leader. So I already told, we got to read about Arjun Singh. He was a man of few words. Unexcitable, calm, but a very able leader, right? He had that great ability to lead the people, to lead his squadron to victory. And that's what Yashwantrao Chauhan said about Arjun Singh. Now here you can see Arjun Singh on a jeep with a lot many friends, maybe a squadron it is. We are given some information here that in 1944 the marshal, actually here the word marshal refers to Arjun Singh. At that time he was not marshal, please try to understand. At that time he was just a member of squadron, he was just a pilot. Later on he became, in 2002 he was honored with the rank of marshal. So he led a squadron. Now you might have a question in mind what a squadron is. This is actually like in army we have battalion, that is a group of soldiers. In Air Force we have a squadron, that is a group of flyers, right? So he led a squadron against Japanese during the Arakan campaign. Now let me tell you, Arakan is the province in Myanmar. Now you will say, why were the Japanese fighting against India? So let me tell you, they were not fighting against India. They were fighting during the Second World War. You can see the year 1945, and many of you might have studied in history the Second World War continued from 1939 to 1945. So during this period, Japan had laid its campaign against, or you may say, it's not a campaign, it's, you may say, um, actually Japan wanted to capture the colonies in Asia which were actually ruled by the Europeans, because Japan had given a call, Asia is for Asians and Japan is for Japanese. So Japan was fighting against the British and they had attacked over Myanmar, Burma, which was that time it was called, and it was a British province. India was also a British province. So they had attacked on India, Myanmar. So during this Arakan campaign, Singh flew close to air support missions at such crucial time. The word crucial simply means important. But the Imphal campaign, you people can see Subhash Chandra Bose led this campaign. Azad Hind Sena was fighting from the Japanese support against the British here in India. So the Imphal campaign also was assisted by Arjun Singh, and he even assisted the advance of Allied forces in Yangon. Now friends, here you can see Arjun Singh being awarded the DFC. Now what is DFC? DFC simply means Distinguished Flying Cross. Now it was an honor given to a flyer for his exceptional work by the Supreme Allied Commander of Southeast Asia. By the way, his name is given here in this photo, Supreme Commander of Southeast Asia. His name is, you people might have heard his name in history, also in India's history, that is Lord Louis Mountbatten. So Lord Mountbatten honored him with this DFC, Distinguished Flying Cross, on the spot. And before that, let me tell you, Singh was selected for this Empire Pilot Training Course at Royal Air Force RAF Cranwell, which is in Britain, in 1938, where at that time he was just 19 years old. So you people try to understand. His career began in 1938, right? His career began in 1938 when he was just 19-year-old. He he was selected for the Empire Pilot Training Course at the Royal Air Force. That time it was Royal Air Force, that time it was the British Air Force. And at the age of 19, he began serving the Air Force and he retired in 1969. You people can calculate at what age he retired. Now let's talk about early years. Now we will see some biographical information. Singh was born on April 15, 1919 at Lyalpur. Actually, today its name is Faisalabad and this place is in Pakistan. He completed his education in Montgomery. Today it is called Sahiwal and it is in Pakistan. After that, we can see here when he was commissioned, that is when he began his job as a flyer, right? When he was appointed, his first assignment was to fly an aircraft which was a biplane, Westland Wapiti biplane. Biplane simply means plane that is flown by two pilots. In the northwest frontier. Now, what is northwest frontier province? It is today's Pakistan. As a member of number 1 RIAF squadron. Now, you might have understood by now, RIAF simply refers to Royal Indian Air Force, and squadron simply refers to the group of flyers. So he was a member of number 1 squadron, and he flew Westland Wapiti biplane. By the way, I have included a picture of it in the next slide. Now what happened after a brief stint, that is after a short period of work in a newly formed number 2 squadron. Now this is the change. You see, first he served number 1 squadron, then he was appointed as a flyer in number 2 squadron, and he served it for a short period of time, a brief stint it is said, and he moved back to number 1 squadron as a flying officer, and he flew another plane, Hawker Hurricane. You see, this is the name of the aircraft. The first one that he had flown, Westland Wapiti, which was a biplane flown by two pilots, and now Hawker Hurricane, another plane, right? As a flying officer, he had joined number 1 squadron. Now friends, here you can see the picture of the Westland Wapiti that we were talking about, that was flown by Singh when he was member of Squadron 1. Actually, it is not the very aircraft that was flown by him, but it is just a picture that I want to show you. It is quite old one. And here you can see in this photo Arjan Singh with number 1 squadron, and I told you here he had joined as a flying officer, and this is the Hawker Hurricane that we were talking about. This is the aircraft Arjan Singh flew as a member of, as a flying officer in Squadron 1. Now friends, let's go ahead and talk about Arjan Singh's responsibilities and roles in the in his career. You can see here on August 1st, 1964, we are told that Arjan Singh in the rank of Air Marshal, actually here this is the phrase that is describing him, the Marshal of the Air Force. At that time he was not, but let me tell you, he became the Air Marshal. He took over reins of IAF. That means he took over control of IAF, that is Indian Air Force, right? So he started now, he got the promotion, he got the highest rank in the Air Force, and he started rebuild, you can say rebuilding. That time IAF was rebuilding itself. It was gearing up to meet new challenges. By the way, you might have a question in mind, what is the meaning of gearing up? Gearing up simply means getting ready. So Indian Air Force was getting ready to meet new challenges, right? And therefore Arjan Singh's contribution here is immense. Now friends, Singh was the first air chief to keep his flying currency, that is his skill of flying aircrafts, till the rank of CAS. Let me tell you, CAS simply refers to Chief of Air Staff. By the way, there are so many acronyms, right? Acronyms and abbreviations that are used in this lesson. You might have heard these words. I hope you people know acronyms and abbreviations. Abbreviations are known to you people, short form like this: CAS, Chief of Air Staff. This is what is abbreviation. right? An acronym is what? A word that gets formed by joining the, you may say, the initial letters of some bigger name. Like you people might know the acronym WHO. This is an acronym. WHO, actually we read it as not WHO, we read it as WHO. So WHO simply refers to World Health Organization. This is an acronym, and this one is abbreviation. So you see, things apart, Singh was the first air chief to keep his flying currency, that is his up-to-date skill and experience of flying aircraft, till his rank of CAS. Now, before this also I said, when something becomes your passion, no, you can continue doing so for a lot of time. You will never get tired doing so. So he never got tired flying aircrafts. He had flown more than 60 different types of aircrafts, from the very old aircrafts like Westland Wapiti that we saw. It was a biplane. Here it is said that these were the aircrafts of pre-World War II era, that is before Second World War, the biplanes, and even more contemporary. Contemporary means what? Of the present times, right? Contemporary gnats and vampires. These are also types of aircrafts. He had also flown a transport aircraft called Super Constellation. So as I said, when something becomes your passion, you can continue doing it for a long time, right? And it was his passion, and therefore he was actually successfully leading the people, the Air Force, and he was also keeping himself up to date. Now here is a note. Children, Pakistan in 1965 had launched a campaign against India. Right, it was an operation. They had named it as Operation Grand Slam, and they had attacked a vital town, that is an important town in India, that is Akhnur. So Singh led IAF, that is Indian Air Force, in this war with courage and determination and professional skill. As I told you, the Pakistan Air Force was better equipped. Actually, they had the American support, and yet we emerged victorious in this war. The reason was the ability with which Arjan Singh led the IF. His courage, his determination, his professional skill, he used it for securing victory for India, though there were constraints. Now, what are constraints? You people can see in bracket I have written. Constraint are what? Restrictions. There were restrictions on full scale use of Air Force. There were restrictions on full scale use of Air Force combat power. Combat power simply refers to the power to fight. And still we were victorious in this war. And that is what his greatest contribution. Now friends, Arjan Singh was awarded Padma Vibhushan, that is the second highest honor in India after Bharat Ratna, for his astute leadership, for his sharp and intelligent leadership of the Air Force during the war. You see, after this, the rank of CAS, let me tell you, was upgraded. The highest rank in Air Force was the rank of Chief of Air Staff. But after that, the rank of CAS was upgraded and Arjan Singh became the first Air Chief Marshal. Let me tell you children, till that time in the Air Force, only you see the rank was still the rank, you may say CAS was the highest rank. In the army there used to be 5-star rank officers, but not in the Air Force. Arjan Singh is the first 5-star rank officer, and here in this photo you can see Arjan Singh being honored with the Padma Vibhushan by Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan in 1965. He was given this honor. Now friends, Arjan Singh remained a flyer to the end of his tenure, right? He remained a flyer to the end of his tenure. Tenure simply means a period of work. That means till the, I told you, till the rank of CAS he was flying aircrafts, right? Otherwise, you know what, when you achieve success and you achieve position, complacency sets in. That means you become lazy, like you do not actually care to go out and do the task that is done by the, you know what, very common person. But Singh was not that kind of man. He kept on flying aircrafts till the end of his tenure. He visited forward bases, he visited units of army, sorry, of air force, flying with the squadrons. He flew with the squadrons, and in the year 1969 he retired, and after that he became ambassador of India to Switzerland. Ambassador is what? Is a political representative of a country to another country. And after that, another very important rank that he held was the rank of the job of Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. Now, you people know Delhi is a union territory, and still Delhi is the only union territory because it is capital. It has chief minister, right? And chief minister is the you may say executive officer appointed by, sorry, elected by people in Delhi. But apart from that, the officer of the central government is called Lieutenant Governor. So he was a Lieutenant Governor LG during the period December 1989 to December 1990 for 1 year. Now friends, before we conclude the lesson, let us try to highlight some achievements of Arjan Singh. The first thing you can see, he was given Distinguished Flying Cross for bravery on field. After that, on August 15, 1947, he achieved the unique honor of leading a fly past of over 100 aircrafts over the Red Fort on the Independence, the first Independence Day of India. After that, in 1964, as I told you people, in the rank of Air Marshal, he took over the control of Air Force. After that, he was given Padma Vibhushan for his leadership, and he was conferred with the rank of Marshal of the Air Force in 2002. These were his achievements. Now friends, we will try to conclude this informative text in these words. You see, having been a source of inspiration for all the personnel of armed forces through the years, the government conferred the rank of Marshal to the Air Force upon Marshal of the Air Force upon Arjan Singh in January 2002, and he became the first and the only 5-star rank officer in the Indian Air Force. It was an honor given to him by the government of India for his role, and he's, I would say, he's not just an inspiration for the armed personnel. I would say he's an inspiration for us too. He's an inspiration for you too, right? A man who works assiduously, who works hard, paying attention to careful attention to details, and he's a passionate flyer. He is an inspiration for everyone. He lived a very meaningful life. um, Now see children, I have included several, I will show you several photographs of Arjan Singh with some honorable people. So that tells his height, and let me tell you, he died in 2017, and on that day, it was the national flag, the Tiranga, flew on half mast, and it was an honor given to Arjan Singh by the government of India. Now, here there are two things that I want to do. I want to discuss the word meanings once again, right? And I want to give you some questions for homework. Very simple questions I'm going to include in these slides only. And I appeal you people, request you people to watch this lecture and complete your homework. By the way, I might have been a little quick in explaining these all things. The reason is, if the length of these slides increases, there are, you know what, some students find it difficult to download it, and then watch it. So I have tried to finish this lesson in very short period of time. So let us move ahead and see the questions and photos. Here you can see Arjun Singh when Barack Obama visited India. So Arjun Singh with Barack Obama. And you can see here an officer who kept his flying currency till the rank of CAS, walking proudly. You can see here a state funeral was accorded to Marshal of the Indian Air Force Arjun Singh. The national flag flew at half mast in all government buildings in New Delhi, and this is actually an excerpt from a news on that day.